Ladies and gentlemen, my name is RichTheMan and we're going to be looking at the special Michael B. Jordan's Rise of the Warrior Challenge. So round 1 to round 3 is probably the most easiest with regards to grinding out. There may be a few things that, say, players that are aspiring to improve will kind of be a bit wary about, and it's important to look out for things with regards to, say, bleed immune. Because I would say up to that point, anything with a strong bleed, a strong poison, a strong anything with regards to damage output is going to kind of sell you through those rounds 1 to 3. Round 4 is where things get a little bit more trickier or kind of harder, and obviously a lot of you endgame players, a lot of you kind of like decent players will kind of go, it's all easy, you know, what are you talking about? Well, there are going to be some players that may think differently, and that's the thing. This is really for the benefit of them. But at the same time, there's a lot of things that you could be doing differently with your roster. The same things really apply with regards to what I said with having like high bleeders, your Gwenpools, high damage dealers with regards to like Archangel. And Archangel was a real bay, as well as Captain Marvel. Fantastic for me. But that's me, and that's my preference. A lot of people will differ, and the champions they use will be a lot different, more different than mine. This is my roster that I chose. I've got Scarlet Witch in there because of nullification. Captain Marvel is in there with regards to damage dealing from obviously Fury, and the whole kind of aspect with regards to suicides being with this. She's amazing. It's like she's just damage output in like a mother flipper, like 3k to 5k per hit on crits. Well, tasty. Archangel obviously is brilliant. Neurotoxin is going to help you with regards to not nullifying, but they're kind of like taking down like heal blocks and things. And even though there's going to be class disadvantages at times, I do strongly recommend this as a class advantage for the other ones. So your Black Panthers, even though he is bleed immune, obviously you can use him in that one, but obviously poisons are quite nice. But maybe for that, use something different. When it comes to Black Widow, yes, I'd say Archangel for that one. I mean, I personally would use, and the same thing would be for Falcon, but you must watch out. You must try the best you can to push him to L2. The L1 is going to be such a pain in the butt. When it comes to War Machine, yes, I used Captain Marvel extensively against him. I did have Blade in there. I didn't actually use Blade at all, which is kind of odd. I think it's all about playing to what you enjoy. And that's my kind of one of my age-old kind of philosophies with this game, is you must play a champion that you enjoy playing. And for me, it was the top 3. Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, and Archangel. I occasionally used Dormammu, and I should have really changed them out and kind of used them as like synergy bonuses and have them just kind of represent kind of links between Archangel and Scarlet Witch, if that's even a possibility. But either way, kind of like improving things with regards to maybe attack and also special attack damage. One thing you must do is always read the nodes. The local nodes are really important, and what buffs that the enemies get. Stun immunity is going to be a bit of a pest with regards to playing with like a parry hit kind of thing. I've got to be honest, I got lazy for a little bit at the time, and it was a case I was parry hitting, and that's just because I just get bored of long-winded fights. If it's a case the enemy has health over 100 to 200,000, I just get pretty bored. But that's just my opinion on it. The other thing is that with War Machine, yeah, okay, we've got the aggression armor, and also there is the second line. But apart from that, you're not really going to find anything too exciting or kind of like scary. I'd say scary is a word, not exciting. And then finally, with the end boss with Black Panther Civil War, there are things that are a real pest. And for this, I used Archangel. I started off using Captain Marvel to kind of deplete a lot of the health that I already had, and then using like a finish off with Archangel up to a point, and then I got Reckless, and then I finished off with Captain Marvel. In particular, the annoying things with like sharpened claws, that's the most annoying thing with regards to the inflicts the 5 stacks of bleed. Heal block, whatever. I mean, that's just like very kind of mediocre. And then we've got enhanced bleed. Yes, that's annoying. Don't get hit. And obviously the standard kind of inbuilt abilities of Black Panther Civil War. So if it's a case that he's got the armor up and you parry, then obviously he's going to hit out at you at a very frustrating speed. And that obviously is probably going to kill you very, very quickly. So obviously have some revives and some health potions lurking around so it can help you out in your fight against him. All in all, this has been a very good event. Now let's move over to the opening of the 4-star Awakening Gem. So with regards to any kind of 4-star that I want that Awakening Gem for, I would probably say Cosmic would be quite nice for Medusa. Maybe even a tech one, a second tech one for Punisher 2099 and one for a potential in the future Stark Spidey. A Mystic one, yeah, I would probably say just the Cosmic if I could get one, so hopefully it is a Cosmic. Right, so here we go. Cosmic is the hope for Medusa. Put it on her, and then obviously I'm going to utilize it a lot more. But I need to build my 5-star roster next. However, though, it is handy to have a few rank 5 4-stars about, because then it means that I can then add more with regards to, say, doing arena grinds, because that's one important thing. So here we go, and it is hopefully a go. No, science. Well, that puts a spanner in the works, because I do not think that I have any kind of science-based champions that are going to really make me think, right, well, I definitely want to awaken that. So let's have a look. Yes, and the answer is I have nothing. However, though, in the future and next month, we are looking at a potential Hulk Ragnarok, so that could be something incredibly positive for me to go, hey, let's put it towards that if I get him at 4-star. Would I go for an arena for him? Probably not. Based on the fact that I don't have the roster just yet to do that. I can reach about 12 million over a weekend. It's a real push. So yeah, adding a further 6 to 8 million more, fairly unlikely at the moment. So that may increase with regards to roster strengths and 5-stars, but I just don't know. We'll have to wait to the end of February for that. So that has been the Rise of the Warrior, the Michael B. Jordan challenge. So if you enjoyed this, obviously it's good that you enjoyed it, but for some people that may struggle, obviously take the tips with a pinch of salt. Some people will kind of go like, well, I walked this, and I felt that my Captain Marvel walked a lot of it. I needed the nullifying effects for the problems with Iron Man's arc overload and that constant regeneration on there. But at the same time, I used a whole host of different champions and found different results. I found that Archangel was fantastic, and he's just, I'm so glad I grinded him out in Arena, because he is so worth it for my roster at the moment. If you have him, you'll know exactly. I've even been experimenting with regards to furthering using that like heavy attack thing. And yes, I know people will say, well, Black Panther Civil War has this node, and it's kind of like a buff that means that you get the 5 stackable with the bleed in case you are blocked. I understand that. That's a good point. But obviously, during that time frame, that what I can do prior to that and trying not to get hit, that's the main thing, trying not to get hit while I'm in blocked, is put in as much pain and as much damage as possible. The neurotoxins, and it was quite interesting to see neurotoxins kind of like the stun aspect. Even though stun immune champions are there, we can still stun with neurotoxins. I don't know the ins and outs of it with regards to why it's represented that in game, because really it should be across the board without any kind of like hesitation or deviation. But we still stunned Iron Man, which was a stun immune. Likewise, obviously, utilizing that when it comes to Black Panther Civil War is a kind of like a cool aspect. And obviously, there's a class bonus with that. All in all, I really liked using Archangel through this. Captain Marvel was bae when it came to like outputting a lot of damage. Suicide Mastery seemed to work a lot for me at the moment, and obviously, strongest champions were there. Just watch out for Falcon with regards to L1. Also, War Machine, I really struggle with the L2, and that is the thing that is usually the easiest thing to evade. But other than that, this should be a pretty decent and kind of good grind for yourself. So, happy grinding. I've been RichTheMan. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content. And as always, I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye for now.
Hello, I'm Sammy the Toys, Head of Marketing here at the RichTheMan channel. And if you enjoyed that video, then hit that subscribe button and give the boy a like. Now give me some bloody lettuce. Yeah, that's nice. It's like what I want to see. Right. So good. Yeah, tasty.